Shocking true crime facts, number 4. So the guy pictured in the black and white is Ted Bundy, and the picture that is in color, that is Gary Ridgway, also known as the Green River Unaliver, excuse me. Okay? So, Ted Bundy is also known as one of the most notorious serial unalivers in American history, admitting to unaliving 36 women, but possibly having as many as 100 victims in his unaliving spree in the 1970s. After being given the death sentence in 1979 and 1980, Ted Bundy was on death row, and when the unalivings started happening in Washington State in 1982. So, investigators were stumped by the unalivings that were happening in Washington State as young women kept disappearing, and with their bodies turning up in the Green River, which is pictured behind me. Not until they were offered assistance from no other, Ted Bundy himself, who gave them the insight into the mentality of a serial unaliver. Eventually, with Ted Bundy's help, Gary Ridgway was caught and admitted to his 49th unaliving on February 18, 2011, with an actual estimate of being closer to 80 victims. So how this happened is that Ted Bundy wrote, the head of the detective, or the task force, you will. His name was Detective Reichert, and his quote, Ted Bundy, to him was, "Don't ask me why, but I believe I'm an expert in this area," end quote. So Bundy actually wrote this while he was waiting the death sentence. And so the detective immediately flew to Bundy, which at this time he was in Florida, and was already in prison for 6 years and waiting, like I said, the death sentence. So he flew to talk to Ted Bundy, and then them two working together, eventually they were able to create a criminal profile, and then, like I said, eventually lead to the capture of the Green River unaliver. So if it wasn't really for his help, who knows, maybe he would never been caught or given the, basically by Ted Bundy helping and giving a profile that gave him more of an insight of who the unaliver would be, what race, what kind of job, if he was married or not. So there you have it, you guys. Until next time.